Well, greetings, everyone. It's great to see everyone today. If you don't mind, put a comment in our chat box so we know who's here. We can welcome you, and we're happy to see everybody here, and we're excited about where we're going. If you listen to the update call on Saturday, Dave gave some real positive signs of where we're going and the different aspects that we're going to be doing, allowing us to get involved with playing in some of the games and so forth, and everything is a go, and we're raring to go. So I want to be able to share with you and anybody who's new what Ripple is all about, because it is an exciting program, and as you're going to see, everybody wins with Ripple. So having said all that, let me go ahead and share my screen, and we will begin. Okay, here we go. Today is Wednesday, November 6th. It's hard to believe it's November already. We are here in Virginia, and it's 80 degrees today. I mean, that's never like that here. We're going to set a record for high temperature. And I know that different parts of the country and different parts of the world have different weathers going, but it's kind of strange here. But anyway, let me go ahead and get started with this. I ask you to please put your phones on vibrate and don't record this. We want to make sure we'll have recordings that you can send out. We want to make sure that everything is up to date and on track with what we're trying to accomplish here. So, oops, I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Jim Wagner, and I'm a member of Dave's Team Posikash, and I'll be your presenter today. And our saying at Ripple is play, enjoy, win, share, and give back to one who needs it. That's what our goal is. It's a fun program. You're going to love what we're doing, and just sit back and relax and listen to what we have to say. So, okay, here we go. First of all, don't overthink this. This is a very basic, very simple program. It's the world of rewards points. Everybody knows about rewards points. They are all over the place. Everybody's got them. Hotels, airlines, grocery stores, all kinds of games. But most of the time, when you're earning points, the organizations that are giving you the points are looking for you to come back and do additional business with their store or their organization or whatever. Not with Ripple. The points that you earn with Ripple can be used for a number of different things, and you're going to be able to see that as we go through this. And I apologize, the neighbor's dog is just getting loud. I'm going to go ahead and start. I'm going to show you a quick video of what it's all about, and I'll shut the door so we don't get disturbed by that. So, okay, here's a video that explains the program, and then I'll come back and talk a little more in depth about it.
Welcome to Rewards Ripple Solutions, better known as Ripple. This is a quick video intro of what Ripple offers to their members. As you know, there are many opportunities being offered on the social sites about making you rich with their next big product. As you and I know, they are not always what they say they are. So let me begin by telling you we're not a business opportunity or a get-rich-quick scheme. Ripple is a free platform designed to help change the world. The Ripple platform allows you to earn free points daily, which you divide 50-50 with a national charity, and use your points for your day-to-day necessities. Let's explain. Every time you play or participate in any of Ripple programs, you're always helping charities around the world. And the best thing is you have the opportunity to pick which charity you want to earn points for, and can change that whenever you want. On the Rewards Ripple platform, we offer many different games, surveys, and postings you can post on your social environment, where you receive points. Then these points you can use on the Ripple auction site. Yes, that's what we said. You earn free points where you can use them to bid on your day-to-day necessities, like groceries, hygiene products, food, and many other items that you may be short of in your day-to-day life. Wow, you may say, but it even gets better. Sometimes we all get behind on our bills, whether it's rent or your utility bills, or maybe you are late on a student loan or credit card payment. Well, just go to the auction site and bid on Make My Payment for Me. Crazy, right? But it doesn't stop there. Additionally, on the auction site, there are luxury items, things like cruises and vacations, airline tickets, even cash money, and all these are free to you if you win the bid. The more games you play in, and the more postings you post, the more points you receive. Then simply place your bid on the product you want. And don't forget, every time you win, your points are divided 50-50 with the charity you are playing for. And guess what? They can go to the charity side of our auction site and bid just like you. In fact, we are setting a new standard for charitable organizations, as they don't have any of the red tape they normally have to go through with a traditional donation. It's simple. Let's say the nonprofit organization is looking for a pallet of water or warm clothes. They just place a bid on a pallet of water, or the warm clothes they are looking for. And if they win the bid, the product is immediately shipped to the people or organization they are trying to help. It truly is a game changer for charitable organizations. Think about it. As soon as they win the bid, the product is on the way to make a difference. No red tape, just true results. In the meantime, let me tell you how this can be life-changing for you and your family. Every time you refer somebody to this exciting program, you get 20% of their winning share of points. And what's even better, 10% of their winning share of points goes to your fundraising program or vacation fund. Make sure you visit our website to get a full understanding how our referral and fundraising programs work. So sign up and start telling your friends and family or anybody you meet about Ripple, as every time they play and when you win points. And it even gets better. With some of our partners, you can even win real cash all for playing in their games. So again, share this new incredible platform with your friends and family, which will make a difference in their life just like yours. As they can win their day-to-day necessities just like you. And remember, it can be anything from groceries, pay a bill, or cash. And don't forget, if they win, you win. At the same time, you are doing your part by playing for charities and winning points to make a difference to the people who need the help. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This is truly to help charitable organizations and struggling individuals. At the same time, make a little difference in your life by getting the day-to-day necessities or the odd luxury items. How can you do this, you may ask? It's real simple. Our advertisers play an 8 to 12 seconds video in our games, advertising their products that fit your profile. And if you want to purchase through the ad, you often are giving a discount. By you watching the advertising, Ripple generates an income that we purchase products for the auction site, where you are able to bid on the items that you want. This is truly a win-win situation for everybody. Sign up now and let's make a difference. We thank you for being part of this game-changing platform, raising funds for charitable organizations around the world. The revolution starts now. So make sure you join us on one of our weekly webinars to find out more. As we say at Ripple, play, enjoy, win, share, and give back to one who needs it. Welcome to Rewards Ripple Solutions.
We've already seen that. Before I get started, I do want to let you know that I'm doing this by myself today. Sylvia is usually with me, and she's a great help and blessing to our organization. But she had a death in the family. Her aunt passed away, and she's traveling to be with family. So she's not with me today. So keep Sylvia in your prayers because, like I say, she's a great help and she's a good person. So, okay, here we go. As you can see, Ripple is a game changer. This is a unique program. There's nothing else like it out there. There may be some copycats, but nothing as intensive as we do. This is I play, we win. So whenever you play for a game, any of our games, your points that you win are split 50-50 with the charity of your choice. Occasionally, we're going to give all the points to a charity, especially if it's a disaster or something like that. But I would say most of the time it's going to be split 50-50. So we're here to make a difference in the world. We want to help charities, but we also want to help players too. So how are we going to do that? Well, first of all, this is our plan, and it's a simple plan. We don't want to create a burden for anybody. If we create a burden for you, that's not a good thing. But we also want to create a sense of fulfillment and satisfaction, and also create a solution for you and your problems. Along the way, we want to create excitement because everybody needs a little excitement in their life. So how are we going to do that? Well, first of all, no burden. There is zero cost to become a member and begin earning points. It doesn't get any easier than that. Just sign up and become a member and start playing our games and earn points. Also, we want to create that sense of fulfillment and satisfaction. And we do that by helping charities. Everybody knows that charities are really hurting now, and financially, they need as much help as they can get. But if you're like me, you get a lot of requests for funds from different organizations, good organizations, maybe some that you've already helped in the past. But now it's a real burden on your financial situation at home, and so you can't give. Well, with our program, you can, and it doesn't take any kind of a financial burden on. It doesn't put any kind of financial burden on your personal finances. But what about you? Do you need any kind of financial help? Well, we can help with that too. So excitement. Well, how do you create excitement? Well, if you're a winner, you really get excited, and everybody wants to be a winner. And we have lots of ways that you can become winners in our program and be able to share and get rewarded for doing the things that we've asked you to do. So how do you get reward points then in our program? Well, we have several different ways. The most important one, I would say, is referrals. And you're going to see why shortly. But keep that in mind, referrals, talking to your friends, your family, and so forth, getting them on board. Again, it's all free. The Winner's Circle, that's a limited club that we're only going to have a few 100,000 people in there. And I'll show you how that's going to work. Our first game, which is coming out very shortly, is Match It. That one I'll explain here in just a second. Sports games. If you can think of a sports game, we're probably going to have a game for it. And it's going to be interactive where you're going to be able to, they're going to ask you some questions about the game before it starts. And then at the end of the game, if you were right on those questions, you get your points. And during the game, it's going to be interactive too. They're going to ask you questions. What's going to happen next? And they'll give you a couple of options. If you get the right option, you get points. Again, 50-50 to the charity and 50 to you. And posting banners. We're going to put banners in your back office. And you're going to be able to take those banners and post them on your social media sites. Whenever you do, you get additional points. Many of our sponsors are looking for feedback. So they're going to offer you an opportunity to complete a survey. When you do complete those surveys, you get points. It helps them and it helps you. There's much, much more to come because we're just beginning to scratch the surface about what we're going to be able to do as far as points are concerned. But what do you do with the points? Well, very simple. You take them and you convert them into your everyday necessities. And you do that by going to our auction site. And that's, if you look at the right, that's kind of what it looks like. And it's got several things on there like personal products, gift cards, maybe, like they said, maybe even paying a bill for yourself if you got behind on something. And it's an opportunity for you to bid on those items. And if you're the highest bidder, you get that particular item. And you're just using points to get there. This is just an example of the way our site's going to look. And these are some of the categories that we have. And it scratches the surface of the categories. And you might be looking at this and saying, there's nothing on there that really excites me where I live. If that's the case, you just let us know. Say, hey, I would really like to see this on the site. We'll do our best to try to accommodate your wishes because we want everybody to be able to bid on items that are actually going to help them and meet needs. So here's how the auction works, and it's different. We call it our second chance auction. So what happens in the second chance is this. When you're bidding on an item, you can bid 3 times. After you bid the third time, if you don't get the item that you're bidding on, you lose those points. But you don't really lose them because what they do is they go into a holding bucket and they're shared equally company-wide on November 1st of each calendar year. Now, we just passed November 1st, and that's when it would be, we're not at the point yet where we can do that. But next year at this time, all the points that are coming in the next year are going to be shared equally company-wide. And why do we pick November 1st? Because that's when most of the holidays are around the world. And we want to give you a chance to get that extra food or gifts or whatever you need at holiday time so that it makes it a special holiday for you. But how does the auction actually work? Well, if you look at the example on the right, you'll see Tom and Sue are bidding on the same item. And you can see Tom bids 10, Sue bids 11, and so forth, so until Tom bids 14. When he bids 14, he's hoping he's going to get it. But in this case, Sue outbids him, and she goes to 15 points. Well, the 14 points that Tom bid go into the holding bucket. If he wants, he can come back in, but he has to use new points, and he gets 3 bids with those. But in this particular case, Sue wins the bid with 15 points, and she gets the items that they were bidding on. So, again, everybody's going to get their points back on November 1st next year. So you're going to have them back when you really need to use them. So charities auctions are different, and let me show you how that's going to work. First of all, there's a special auction just for charities. We don't want charities to have to compete with their members for certain prizes. And it's obvious that charities need different items than the individuals do. So they're going to have their own auction with their own different items on it. And they're also going to be able to keep their points if they lose a bid. We don't want charities to lose their points. They can still only bid three times on an item, but they're going to keep the points that they have. Also, and this is crucial for charities, you're going to be listed among the charities that players can choose from that they want to play for. That's big because now your charities are going to be exposed to all the players that are in our program. And eventually we're going to have millions, multiple millions of people. And so it's going to be a great exposure for you and your organization. Another way that you're going to be exposed is you're going to give us an 8 to 15 second video. That's you telling us what you're doing and letting the world know of your mission and goal. And now you may not be able to say a whole lot in 8 to 15 seconds, but you can wet their whistle, so to speak, and they may decide that they want to take a look at what you're doing. It's a great way to expose your organization to the world. One more way that we're going to help you with is we're going to put a link to your website on Ripple's website. So all these are going to help you, the charities, to be able to expand their reach and have the ability to get additional exposure and maybe get additional supporters and volunteers or so forth. So how does a charity take advantage of this? Well, first of all, you got to sign up and let us know. We need to know that you're interested, and you do that by filling out our form. Once you fill out a form, you got to get approved. We want to make sure that every charity that's in our program is a legitimate charity, and that rightfully so. We want to make sure that everybody is a good vetted nonprofit. Once you're in our program, you need to let your supporters know, first of all, again, they can play in free games to get points for themselves and the charity. And you can let them know, charities can let them know, this is what we're playing for. We're trying to put a new roof on our building. We're trying to get a new refrigerator for our club center. Whatever it happens to be, you can let them know. And let them know that by playing in those games, they're going to help them get enough points so that they can bid on the things that they want to get for the charity. Also, obviously, the points that are used to be bid in auctions, and you also want to share the Ripple video with your people. If you're trying to get people involved, let us do the work for you. Let us show the video, and then just be available so that you can let them know. Just go to your website, fill out the registration form, and they're in the program. They can start earning points immediately. Then you also want to post information about Ripple on your website. The more you post, the better it's going to be for you and for Ripple and for your people. Because everybody, if we work together at this, everybody wins in this program. Again, you want to post us on social media to promote for Ripple, and supply us with that short video about your mission and goals. So I told you I was going to talk to you a little bit about Match It. Let me explain how that game is going to work. First of all, the first thing that's going to happen is you're going to be asked to pick a charity that you want to play for. You'll go down the list and pick a charity, and you'll put that in. The next thing you're going to do is they're going to ask you to pick a pattern. If you look at the picture on the left, the purple numbers are the charity that this particular person picked. and there's going to be a number of patterns. And if they get all the numbers in their pattern filled, they win points. Along the way, anytime any of the numbers are in that pattern are filled, they get points. And if you look down at the bottom, you're going to see numbers already there. Well, that's not how it's going to look when you play the game. It's got first thing that comes up is an icon that says, click here to see a short video from one of our sponsors before your number is revealed. And so you click on that, and after you click on that, that 8 to 15-second video is played. And after that video is played, you come back to your pattern. If that number is in your pattern, then it becomes gold, like the one on the right. You can see anything on the right, that's a number that was in the pattern. If it turns red, if it's not there, it turns red. And that's not a bad thing either, because when it turns red, as soon as it turns red, it automatically takes you back to the site of the sponsor that played the 8 to 15-second video. And many times when you go there, they're going to offer you special incentives. Maybe it's a discount on an item. Maybe it's a gift or something, or maybe it's an opportunity to earn more points. Whatever it is, it's going to be to your advantage. So how the points work is this. The points start at 12:01 on Monday morning, just after midnight. And each number, when it comes up, stays up for 12 hours. But a new number comes up every 6 hours. So at 6:01 in the morning, a new number comes up. So now at 6:01, and from 6:01 till 11:59, you have two numbers up, which means that you can do both of those numbers at one sitting. Because you might say, well, I'm not up between 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock. That's okay, because now when you do get up, maybe at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, you can get online and do both of your numbers and have an opportunity to get points from two numbers. You can do the same thing then again for the evening, because again, there's going to be a number that comes up just after noon and stays up until 11:59 at night, and another number that'll come up at 6:01 p.m. So again, you're going to have that time where you can do two numbers at once. And the games are simple and easy, and this is just an example of one of them. So how does it work once you win something in the game? Well, this is why we're going to show you why it's important to get referrals. In this particular example, let's say Sue, who's down at the bottom, becomes the winner. And let's say she won 200 points. And of that 200 points that she wins, she's got to take 50% of that and give it to the charity of her choice. Everyone knows that's part of the rules, and that's why we're in existence. We're trying to help charities, but along the way, we're going to help you too. But in this particular case, Sue goes down, and she's got as far as her winnings, of the 100 points that she won of her share, she gets 20%. And wow, that's not very fair. And if that's all Sue ever did, that's all she can ever get anytime she wins something, is 20% of the points after they're split 50-50. And you think, wow, why would she want to do that? Well, here's why. If you look at the top at you're the one who sponsored or referred Tom to our program. And Tom then referred Sue. And if you look, each one of us, you and Tom and Sue, get 20% of that 100% of the 50%. Then, if you look at it again, you might have 10 Toms in your group because of referrals. And Tom might have, each one of those under Tom might have another 10. So by the time you get down to Sue, there might be, across the board, there might be 800, 900, 1,000, maybe 100,000. This could be, and it's still going to continue to grow based on as more people come into our program. So even though in this particular case, Sue only got 20%, if she happened to be at the top, now she's going to get 20% of everybody who's on that second and third level of her winning line. So is it important for you to refer people? Absolutely, because as you refer people, they come in and they refer people, and as they win, you win. Well, let's look at the opposites of that. Well, first of all, 10% of that share goes to that winner's circle, and I'll go into a little more depth on that in a minute. But charities, now, each one of you get to pick your own personal charity that you can put in and you can play for, and you can, even if it's, you can play for one of the other charities as well if there was a particular thing that you're trying to help. But you can also use it for your vacation fund. This is money that's going to come, or not money, but points are going to come directly to you, and you can share them with an organization, or use them for, like I say, your vacation fund. And if you look again down here at the bottom, the winner of the points, and if it was Sue again, her organization doesn't get anything, the zero. And you're thinking, wow, that's hard to believe. And if Sue never referred anyone, that would be her lot. She would just get 20% of her own personal winnings, and nothing would go to her charity. But if she got ambitious and she went out and talked to people, now not only 2 levels, but there are 3 levels. So if you look at the top here, Paul, who referred Jack, who referred Pete, who referred you or Sue in this particular case, each one of them get 10%. So Paul gets, if we talked about hundreds and thousands of people for 2 levels, multiply that again by 10 or 20 or whatever it happens to be. And there's going to be many, many more people. And each one of them, as they win something in the game, they're going to be donating 10% of their winnings to your charity. It's amazing, but that's how this is structured, and it's structured to help you and also help the charities. So, oops, I forgot to show you this one here. This is how it works. The bigger picture of it, so you can see it. Again, Sue gets 0. Tom, you, and Paul get 10%, and so forth. So, okay, referrals. Again, these are the lifeblood of everything here. You get 5 points every time you refer someone, and they sign up and register. If you get 25 referrals, you get 25 bonus points. And you can see the advantage of having referrals, because as everybody refers people, it's going to grow exponentially, and you're going to have hundreds of thousands of people in your group. And as they win games, they're going to be sharing them with you. So how do you share? Okay, in your back office, there's going to be a QR code. You can see that on the right here. Underneath the QR code is your actual link. That's your code. So you can do one of 2 things. You can either have people sign up using the code that you have in your phone, or you can send them the link to, they can get the link, and they can fill out the forms at that point. Anybody who does that, either way, once they sign up, they are to you, and they're in your group forever. I mean, if they play in any of our games and they win, you're going to get a sample of their points. And the people that they also bring in are going to be part of your winning line as well. So this is a no-brainer. I mean, nobody loses in this one here. And we'll go into a little bit more. First, I'll tell you about the winner circle. This is a very exclusive circle. There's only going to be 100,000 members in. Everybody who's here right now can be part of this. And you can still sign up other people, and they can be part of the winner circle. And what this is that all the points in that pool that I just showed you before from the winnings go into this pool, and every month, at the end of the month, they're shared equally among the members who are in the winner circle. And there's only 2 requirements for it. Number 1, you have to participate in at least 1 auction per month and sign up 1 new member. Now, obviously, you're going to want to do more than that, but that's the only requirement. Do that, and you're part of our winner circle. And every month, the 10% of all points that are won, they're going to go into your that pool, and you're going to get a share of those. So where does the money come from to pay for all these? Well, obviously, it's from the sponsors. And this is just an example of some of the sponsors that we've been working with. And we'll have a lot of those on our site. And we've already got a few that are ready to go. We're just waiting for the final, everything to be actually exactly perfect. Because like I've said before, you only get that one chance to make a first impression. So we're going to hold off until we are 100% sure that everything is in place, ready to go, and that we are going to be able to do this for a long time. But these organizations, they already have a budget for advertising, and targeted advertising is something that they're looking for. There are different ways that they can advertise, but we're showing them a way that they can hit a target audience of people that are interested in what they're doing, and have an opportunity to get their business. So as we do this, and we have more and more people signing up, they're going to pay more and more money to pay for the opportunity to share their message on our website. And we take all the money that comes in from these sponsors, and we use it to purchase the items that go on the website. On the auction. It's a beautiful system because it's an opportunity for everybody to win, and you'll see here everybody with this wins. First of all, you win. You've got an opportunity to do great things, get lots of things, get lots of ways that you can help yourself, and also help your own personal charities and major charities around the world. And of course, the charities are going to win because they're going to not only get the help from you and the players, but they're going to have exposure that's going to expose them to people around the world, and maybe they'll pick up more sponsors and more supporters and so forth. And of course, the sponsors win. They've already got that money set aside for advertising, and we'll just ask them to use it in doing the targeting advertising with us. So as you can see, everybody wins, and we're excited about where we are. Dave, of course, is going to be doing another update. No, he's not. We're going to skip a week, and he's going to do one, and the next one will be on the 16th. So get back to the person that invited you on the call today. Get signed up so you can be part of that winner's circle, and start inviting new people to come on, especially charities, because when charities see what they can do with this, it's pretty amazing. And be ready for watch your emails, because we'll be sending out emails as to when you guys are going to be able to participate in some of our sample games. So, okay, having said all that, I would like to thank you once again for joining me today, and say God bless, and we will see you. And remember to pray for Sylvia. She is mourning the death of her aunt.